In this video, I'm going to be explaining how you can stay motivated even in the hard days, even in the tough days. And just so you know, I was in that place a while ago, so I know exactly what it's like. Welcome back to another video. I'm Max Hindle I help entrepreneurs reprogram their life, rewire their minds for happiness, success, abundance, fulfillment, confidence, you name it, I do it, and I'm here to help you change your life. So, motivation is something that we need in order to get started. Motivation won't last forever. That's just a fact. That's what we need to understand. But how can we boost ourselves with motivation? I want you to understand this analogy. You, me, everyone are like a car. We are like a car. Motivation is the fuel. We need to go to petrol stations, or you charge it if you've got a Tesla or something fancy like that. We need to charge our cars, we need to put fuel in our cars in order for the car to move. How do we move in regards to our goals? We need petrol, we need fuel to get to our goals. What is that fuel? Motivation. Where is this motivation? Books, stories of other people, videos on YouTube, audiobooks. There's all this information, all this knowledge out there. We need to consume it. And imagine it like we are the car. We need to consume the fuel, motivation, in order to allow us to go towards where we want to go, the destination. The fuel is what drives us, the motivation is what drives us towards our destination, which is the goal, whatever we want to achieve. So I want you to ask yourself right now, what motivational content are you putting out there? And I will put a link to a playlist that I listen to all the time. These are the videos that I constantly listen to on YouTube specifically that allow me to fuel myself with this motivation. When I hear stories from other people that have been in situations just like mine, worse than mine, or even just a little bit better than mine, it gives me that motivation to say change is possible. How we are born, where we are born, is not down to us. Where we end up is. We have that choice to make. And sometimes, depending on what you believe, I do believe that we are incarnated into this life in order to learn lessons that we need to learn. So we're given these lives that we're in right now. So ask yourself, this is a side note, what can you learn from the struggles you're going through right now? And then moving on to the motivation, consuming that content, consuming that information that is going to allow you to be motivated. Motivation doesn't just come, but motivation will not last unless you keep refueling. So imagine it like this, and this is exactly what I do. People say to me, Max, why are you so positive all the time? My answer is easy, my answer is simple. I fuel myself every single day. When I wake up in the mornings, I meditate. I visualize my future of exactly who I'm becoming, and I know I'm becoming, and I'm that person now. In here, it's happened, it's done. Now it's just allowing the world to catch up to where I am mentally. That's all it takes, and that's what you have to do up here. Once I've done that, then I listen to motivational content. I listen to the videos of people saying, why not me? Yes, I had it tough. Yes, everything was against me. Yes, no one believed in me, but why not me? Why couldn't I do that? When I started asking myself, how can I do that instead of why can I not do that? I started to make dramatic shifts. I started to ask a different question, which gave me a better answer. Ask a question, you'll get an answer. Ask a good question, you'll get a good answer. So if you look at the stuff you're consuming, and another great analogy I like to use is a healthy person eats healthy food. An unhealthy person eats unhealthy food. A motivated person consumes motivational content. An unmotivated person consumes unmotivational content. Content that makes you sit around, content that makes you not want to do anything, content that makes you feel lazy. So ask yourself those questions. What are you consuming content-wise? Because if you want to have a healthy body, you need to consume healthy foods and healthy liquids. If you want to have a healthy mind, you need to consume healthy content. And you've got to make it healthy for you. Now, there is a band of sort of motivation, inspiration, dedication, because some people need that to say, you understand how lucky you are. You are so lucky the life that you're living. Whereas others need, you will honestly love your life when you have achieved these goals. You will love who you are becoming every single day. We need different forms of motivation. You've got to choose this, what is right for you, because I can't tell you what's right for you. I can guide you to your process, but when I work with people specifically, I always figure them out first, because I'm not right for you. What I do is right for me. It may be right for other people, but it's not going to be right for everyone, because that's the way the world works. We're all different, we're all unique. So now that you've understood what motivation actually is, you need to love what you do, have a purpose why you do it, and become the person that truly loves the process of what you are doing. Now, you may be in a very similar position to what I was in. I hated my job, I was always in building, and I hated it. I literally couldn't stand anything worse than being a builder. Not a bad job, I just didn't like it. I just couldn't stand it. For me, it was just awful from my past memories, from my past experiences. So every time that I would quit a building job, I would always throw away all my work stuff. Then when I had no money, I had to go back to a building job, which was a struggle for me because then I had to go and buy more clothes because I threw all my old stuff out. And I ended up spending more money when I could have just kept the clothes. But in here, I was like, I'm never going back, I'm never going back. And I was so sure I didn't want to go back. But I kept getting pushed back. That was a lesson for me. Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do in order to get to the place you want to be one day. I didn't like it, but I had to do it. That doesn't mean that I completely now do stuff like that, because I don't, because I now have the ability to manifest things into my life, opportunities, clients, and allow my business to prosper every single day. Some days are not so great, some days are great, some months are not so great, some grumps are mate, some months are great. And what it takes is my ability to know that the end outcome is what I want to achieve, and I'm already becoming that person. And when you truly love what you do it for the fun of it, not for the money, not for the fame, not for the fortune, not for any other reason other than I truly love it. Nothing warms my heart more than getting testimonials from people. Yes, this helps my business, but yes, it warms my heart to literally sit there and watch a 3, 4, 5 minute testimonial video and people saying how much I've changed their life. You don't understand that feeling of fulfillment in my heart whenever I get those videos. It just makes me like a little kid, like I'm just opening a Christmas present. It's just like I just love it. I truly, truly love it. So allow yourself to do the things that you maybe don't want to do right now in order to do the things that you love to do eventually. It's a process. It doesn't just happen like that. It doesn't just happen overnight. The universe is always going to test you. So it's going to say, are you ready to do this? Do you truly want it? Because if you truly want it, you would do all that you can in order to get this. And that's what it takes sometimes. You need to show that you truly want it. And then when you start to live purposeful every day, regardless of what you're doing, as long as you're living purposeful, you're feeling like you're progressing. And when you progress, that boosts that motivation, it fuels that fire. And eventually over time, you will get results. Don't expect results to happen instantly. Just don't expect it. If they do, brilliant, amazing. But if you expect it, you're literally holding them accountable. And when you don't get them, you're gonna be like, see, I told you this doesn't work, I told you this doesn't work, I told you this doesn't work. And that's not the way it works. When you start not expecting, you just produce the content because you like producing content. I love making videos. I know one day this is gonna prosper for me, I know it is. But right now, I'm just enjoying the process of making the videos. I love it. I love expressing my knowledge. I love giving out information that I've learned. And I love learning more in order to give out more information. It's the process, and I truly, truly enjoy it. Now, this is the most important thing. And I've understood this from the very start of my journey. This is my entrepreneurial journey. Have a reason why. And if you want a book recommendation, I highly recommend Start With Why by Simon Sinek. And it really helps you outline the understanding of why you do what you do. Don't just do it because you want to make money. Don't just do it because you want to look cool. Don't just do it because it's the right thing to do, or it's the in thing, or because your parents want you to do it, or because of this, because of that. Do it because you know why you do it. Why do I do what I do? I truly do it because I was in such a bad place myself, and this is where I go into your message. I was in such a bad place myself. I was anxious, I was depressed, I was fearful, I was unhappy, I was unhealthy. I was just everything that I didn't want to be. Everything. When I started to make the changes, I realized, oh my God, I can change. I can become whoever I want. And now I am that person, and I'm still growing every day, don't get me wrong, there's still more places I'm going to go. I'm not the most confident version of myself I can be. I'm growing there every day. I'm the confident myself I can be today, but I'm still growing to the version of I want to be one day. And it's the process of doing that. My why is because I was in such a bad place and I never want to see people suffer. I hate seeing people suffer. I can't stop suffering, but I can reduce the amount of suffering that is within my vicinity. I can reduce the amount of suffering with people around me, with the content that I make. Hopefully it can reach someone. Hopefully this video has been able to reach you. And if you're struggling right now, I hope my content that I have created and will continue to create will generally help you stop suffering. I've had people tell me they've stopped killing themselves, and honestly, like I said, that's just, you can't even explain it. Give me goosebumps saying it. It really does just give me goosebumps. I've had people tell me how much it's just impacted and changed their life just from my free content. And then the stuff that when I work one-to-one with people, I've completely reinvented, changed people's lives. And that makes me happy. That truly makes me happy. So the reason I do it is because I don't want to see people suffer, because I want to be happy, because I want to have an abundance one day for myself. I know I'm having an abundance. I know I'm creating and generating this abundance, and I'm going to do it when I add value to people. So of course we need reasons for ourselves, but we also need a bigger reason why we want to do it. I don't want to see people suffer. I want people to be happy. And my goal, like I say, is to create a movement of happy and fulfilled people. That's why I do it. To create a movement of happy and fulfilled people. Why do I make videos? To create a movement of happy and fulfilled people. Why do I work one-to-one with people? To create a movement of happy and fulfilled people. Some people are going to take it by the reins and they're going to start spreading my messages. Whether it comes from me, whether it comes from them, I don't care. As long as these messages get out there in order to help and change people's lives, that's all that matters to me. Because I know the more good karma you put out into the world, the more is going to be reciprocated, the more you're going to deserve, and the more that you do deserve when you put good out into the world. So a quick little recap, just to understand how to balance this motivation, to know that this motivation is going to stay for the rest of your life. Be wary of what you're consuming. What content are you consuming? What is going in here? What you consume is what you think about, what you think is what you feel is what you do, what you do is who you become. Number 2, love what you do and aim to live on purpose. If you can't right now, just start doing it as a hobby, start doing it as a side hustle. It won't be your full-time job straight away, it just won't. That's never gonna happen like that. So start as a side hustle, start as a hobby, but make sure you truly enjoy what you do so that one day you can stop all the things that you don't want to do and just focus on what you love. And number 3, have a strong reason why. Strong reason why. And when your why makes you cry, inside, outside, however, as long as it makes you cry and feel something, like I said, a movement of happy and fulfilled people. When your why makes you cry, then you know that's the right why. So I hope this video has given you some inspiration, some insight, some knowledge, some information to help you stay motivated, create more motivation, and generate the abundance, the happiness, the joy, the fulfillment, the confidence that you deserve. If you've got any questions, leave a comment down below. If you have any other questions, send me a message on Instagram. More than happy to help in any way possible. And if you do want a free subconscious mind analysis, send me a message on Instagram or book in a session with me. I'll be more than happy to do so, and I would love to speak to you and help you change your life. But other than that, have an absolutely amazing day. Keep spreading love, kindness, and so much positivity.